Hey guys, we're here today with Art, one of our salesmen at BRODIX. He's here today to talk about something that has been brought up, and we're just going to go over some things about some of the cylinder heads that we have.
Okay, Jeff, today what do you want to, what's basically do we want to talk about most of all?
The BRODIX cylinder heads, we have a special style thread in our spark plugs. Just going to talk about that today, about how we recommend you install the plug, what type of sealer or stuff like that that makes this product a little easier.
Okay, I can help you with that, because basically what you want to do is, on a BRODIX head, what they do is they roll a thread instead of cut a thread, okay? When you cut a thread, basically what you're doing is you're cutting a thread and it has a point. When you roll a thread, you're not removing any material, and you're rolling the thread, which makes it far superior than a cut thread. Okay, so getting to that is type of thread is what you want is a 14 millimeter thread pitch. You want it to be a 750 or 3/4 of an inch long, and you want a compression washer. Now, what I have seen in the past is, let's say you're putting these cylinder heads on your 1973 Nova with a 350, okay? If you go down to your local parts store and you say, I have a 1973 350, what kind of plugs should I have? He is going to give you this one. 14 millimeter thread pitch, bad thing, too short, poor performance. Also, it has a tapered seat, okay? What that is going to do is when you put it into the head, it is going to knock the first two threads down and you may damage the head. So please, as Jeff will tell you, please call us. Or you can go to our website and you can look up, you know, the type of head you have and what type of fuel you're using to find your plug.
What do you recommend to put on the plug as far as installing the plug inside the cylinder? Do you recommend oil, anti-seize? What are you going to go with?
I recommend anti-seize, okay? And on the very first time, wouldn't you recommend placing the plug in the head when it's on the bench?
I would recommend either for sure on the engine stand. When you got the engine on the engine stand, you know, run the plug in. We recommend you put the anti-seize on the very end. You don't have to gob it on there because you can walk within 16 feet of a can of anti-seize and it gets on you, right?
I understand
and,
that. Yeah.
What do you think, silver or gold anti-seize?
I like the silver, but I have seen people use gold. And why I want to show them this is because what you're doing is when you thread this in the first time, see how that goes in like that? Now you know it's not cross-threaded. When you get in there a set amount, it gets a little bit tight. What you're actually doing is, because remember we talked about the rolled thread, you're finalizing that thread, okay, pitch, okay, which makes a far superior thread and a more durable thread. So please, as Jeff said, let's do them on the bench or on your engine stand. If your engine is already in the car, before you put up your headers, because you know how hard it is to, you know, deal with your headers.
Everybody's been there in the midnight. You're ready to get this thing started, and then here we go.
Yeah, and then here you go, and then you find out, oh my God, it's a little bit tough to get in there. But you're finalizing the thread, and you'll have great luck throughout. So what else do you think that's?
So basically, to quicken this up, the 14 millimeter 3/4 reach with a gasket seat.
That'll have
and
this.
we do have the special threads. Do not chase your spark plugs with a cutting tap, because then they get real loose, and then the more you take them in and out, it makes it really, really hard to seal and stuff. So.
Exactly, because like we said, with a forming tap, when they first do this hole is bigger because they are not removing material. Smaller because they're not removing material. On one that you're cutting material out of, they make the hole bigger, and then you're removing more material, and then you end up with a oversized hole.
Guys, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
It's a little informative video for you. Like as usual, our heads are made out of a 356 virgin aluminum. We do everything in-house, American made, family owned and operated. We appreciate your business and have a great day.
Thank you.